Dhammami Sumya Minglava Dignit Dagana Taki and Tongaya Chosanga Kunit, Yamataki Tatoya Shisadongunit, Piarula Biestinate, the English Nissan Yani Lepibare, Zino Digni Lila Me Jangaro, Conditional Relations or Infinite Variety, Patan Jang Lila Mapipare, Emma Approach Methodology and Application Aspect of Conditional Relations go in the no. Lila Dushima Pibare, Conditional Relations အကြောင်းလေ့လာတဲ့ခါကျတော့ဦးဇင်းတို့နီလန်းနှစ်လန်းနဲ့ဦးဇင်းတို့လေ့လာရမှာဖြစ်ပါတယ် two way of studying conditional relations ဆိုပြီးဦးဇင်းတို့လေ့လာတွေ့ရှိမှာဖြစ်ပါတယ်နောက်ခေါင်းစဉ်တစ်ခုကတော့ what is special about conditional relation ပဋ္ဌာနာဖြစ်ပါတယ်ပဋ္ဌာနာ story ပဋ္ဌာန်းဖြစ်ပေါ်လာပုံဇာတ်လမ်းအကြောင်းကိုဦးဇင်းတို့လေ့လာတွေ့ရှိမှာဖြစ်ပါတယ်ပြီးတော့ definition and meanings of ပဋ္ဌာနာပဋ္ဌာန်းရဲ့အဓိပ္ပာယ်ကိုဦးဇင်းတို့လေ့လာတွေ့ရှိမှာဖြစ်ပါတယ်လေ့လာတော့မှာဖြစ်ပါတယ်เนาะဦးဇင်းကတော့ဒီအကြောင်းတွေကိုအင်္ဂလိပ်လိုဖတ်ပြမှာဖြစ်တဲ့အတွက်အင်္ဂလိပ်လိုမဖတ်ပြခင်တရားပိုင်ရှင်မြတ်စွာဘုရားရှင်ကိုဦးဇင်းတို့ပါဠိလိုပဲကြောရအောင်เนาะ so before we studied about Lord Buddha Abhidhamma we shall pay homage or doing salutation very respectfully Namo Tassa 3 times to Lord Buddha. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa. Conditional relations or infinite variety.Approach methodology and application aspect of conditional relations. Conditional relations CR means we now come to the great book. Conditional relations, the great book continues the highest, the more advanced and the most sophisticated method of causal analysis. We should like to stress here that of all types of knowledge, the insight knowledge of causal analysis, conditional relations, pinpointing all relevant cause and all relevant possible effects of phenomena is the greatest, the noblest, and the most valuable type of knowledge. Lord Buddha possessed as insight knowledge to a degree unrivaled by any other person.All important teachings of Lord Buddha are based on causal analysis. His central doctrines, namely the Four Noble Truths, dependent origination, and conditional relations, are the shining examples of his causal analysis methods. Two ways of studying conditional relations.The two ways of studying conditional relations. One way is to make a textual study or CR. It is important to make such a textual study or CR complete with analytical commentaries. Ayagals, such as study of the original Pali text as expounded by Lord Buddha, constitutes the foundation on which we must build at our knowledge or CR, including the practical knowledge of how to apply conditional relation to our daily life. Another way is to take the essence of conditional relation and applying them to our daily life in business and other areas. We shall therefore study conditional relation in both ways. We, however,place our emphasis on the latter, i.e., research on an application of conditional relation to our daily life. What is special about conditional relation Pattharna? Here we see Pattharna story.Lord Buddha's life history says that immediately after his attainment of supreme enlightenment, Lord Buddha spent a period of 7 weeks solitary seclusion, each week in each of 7 different places in the vicinity of Buddha Bodhi tree. In fourth week, Lord Buddha took up his position in the jewel house Yadnagara and reflected deeply on the seven books of Abhidhamma. First, nothing extraordinary happened. Fine, he reflected on the first book through the sixth book. It was only when Lord Buddha reflected on the seven books of conditional relation, CR or Pattharna, that an extraordinary miracle happened. Since they radiated from Lord Buddha's body spontaneously and automatically, without his making any deliberate resolution to emit this ray. This was the only occasion, and that was the only doctrine which were honored with such an extraordinary miracle. This unprecedented miracle happened because Sia is the most substance of all doctrines, and Lord Buddha's mind, reflecting thereon, is in the most substance purity that it spontaneously and automatically emits rays. In his exposition of the seven books in the world of Taurinsa as well, Lord Buddha expounded the great book of Pattharna, less as the climax and pinnacle of Abhidhamma Pitaka. Definition and meaning of Pattharnas. Conditional relation Pattharna means causal relations by which realities correlate to one another. Another meaning is the multiplicity of conditional relations which never can singly but are manifold. Yet another meaning is the employment of medias, a large number of methods or ways of causal analysis such as root condition, object condition, root with predominant conditions, etc. Hence, we are dealing with the most advanced, the most sophisticated, and the most detailed methodology or causal analysis that analyze multiple conditional relations in multiple ways, employing myriads of methods. Methodology of conditional relation (CR). It is worth noting that all important central doctrines of Lord Buddha are nothing but methodology of causal analysis. In this context, we should like to stress that all the types of knowledge, the inside knowledge of causal analysis, conditional relations, pinpointing all relevant causes and all relevant possible effects of a phenomena, is the greatest, the noblest, and the most valuable type of knowledge. Buddha possessed this inside knowledge to a degree unrivaled by any other person. Look all important central doctrines of Lord Buddha. We see the Four Noble Truths, dependent origination, and conditional relations are the methodologies of causal analysis. Here we should like to point out that it is Lord Buddha who is the first great thinker to proclaim that causal analysis methods are different in their functions and application. As such, the causal analysis of methodology of the Four Noble Truths is different for that dependent origination and that of conditional relation and vice versa. We should like to illustrate their different methodologies with the following analogies. Analogy of powerful radio telescope. Dependent origination is very much like a powerful radio telescope used in astronomy. That's such an example. A powerful radio telescope penetrates through space to stars and other heavenly bodies. billions or light years away. The function of dependent origination methodology is to investigate into remote and fundamental causes. It pinpoints ignorance as the starting point of dependent origination that in fact go back into infinite past. Analogy or CT scan machine, the causal analysis methodology or for novel truth can be compared to the function of CT scanner machine. Modern medical equipment and machines such as CT scan are employed to find out the cause or have problem diagnosis. This is the problem solving methodology is investigate into standard close range causes, intermediate range causes, analogy of powerful electron microscope. Conditional relations is very much like powerful electron microscope. We all know that a powerful electron microscope can penetrate very deep into smallest particles. In the case of conditional relation, the range of penetrating power of this methodology is even much greater. As a matter of fact, CR methodology is the most advanced, the most sophisticated, the most detailed, and most penetrating causal analysis methodology of all. Multiplicity of conditional relation. One very important fundamental concept of CR is the multiplicity of CR. That means that whenever there arises a phenomenon, there are manifold causes, not a single one, two or three, nor are there DFS or causal factors limited to a single one, two or three. They are also manifold. In fact, realities are interested interrelated to one another in numerous ways. For instance, in the book of investigation, Pinyawara or the moral triplet, there are 167 answers, i.e., realities are to one another in 167 ways. The essence of this concept is that it's carrying out a causal analysis of phenomena or a situation. One should make a correct, balanced, and holistic overview assessment of the situation, taking into account all significant causal factors. Never should one make a one-track causal analysis and draw a fallacious condition based on that. This approach of CR features extremely used in its application in our daily life. The best exposition of interrelationship between mind and matter. No other great thinker have come forward with such a comprehensive and precise description of the relationship between mind and matter. Nature of functional powers of conditional relation, affinity among conditional relation and CR groupings. That's all for this morning. Thank you for listening. May you enjoy listening to my thought to gain merit.